Good morning. We promised and we're gonna do it. So this is day 3, the Lizarus and Wonderland show, Nadaville edition 2019. Lovely morning out here in Nadaville. Probably got some new snow on the mountains yesterday. It was pretty cold. A little nippy. So we've had part of a cup of coffee, greeted the rising sun, and Murphy is checking things out this morning. There's always something new, usually garbage-like stuff that they either throw over these back walls or just drop or throw out of their cars, or they don't care. So yesterday we were down at the ballpark, and I'm going to do this again in a couple of parts. Show you something I'm planning that I'm working on, another project. So let's see, these are just in a few days beginning to get extremely sharp. And you know, in just a little while, when these dry out, they're going to be very sharp. I wanted to show you a creosote today, but I can show you one that they ripped out of the ground before I began to just say, hey, stop. You know, a few months ago with this sewer project. So I took this creosote that they ripped out of the ground, and it's now dried. And I'm going to take these and make a salve with coconut oil from this. This is quite a large one they took out of the ground. What do they care? I mean, this is pretty typical of, like, there's a noodle container just decomposing. Usually I pick all this up, but I've been kind of a little out of commission. And what else is going on out here? We're letting Murphy take the lead on the walks. The star. And, you know, he's been interested in eating some of this green stuff. Choosing, this is like a wild mustard. You definitely can eat this. Yeah, I might harvest it, have some for a salad. It's a little like arugula. And he's been eating a little of that. He must need it. Yeah. So this is an example of if anything were to happen, like an earthquake, which is likely. You know, big one happened at Landers, Big Bear, you know, historically, right? This is right on the San Andreas Fault. There would be no preparation of any kind whatsoever here. And it makes me very nervous. There goes a rabbit. Murphy's never really been a rabbit chaser or anything kind of chaser. He's more a gatherer. He can find anything. If there's a tiny fragment of a sandwich. And of course this is a gold mine, because these people driving by, they throw things out of their cars. Okay, so here we have stuck to a... And, you know, everybody's got dryers here. They don't dry their clothes out on a clothesline, and they use fabric softeners. And, you know, when it's really raining and windy, and then you don't smell that, and it clears the air. But otherwise, on this walk, the air is not fresh. It just is whatever scent of the fabric softener sheet. And I did started a song. I mean, I don't know if there's another song that starts out with fabric softener sheets. But yeah, my song Mercury starts out that way. Yeah. And that person there walking, he walks his kid to the school bus every morning, but he never returns my cheery good morning greeting. There goes a rabbit. I don't know if you could see that. Really moving, but not really afraid of us. And there's no reason to be. This is actually a native grass. Don't know what Murphy's doing. He has to go kind of, and then here, we haven't picked this up yet, this shirt lying on the ground. Here comes some kind of the many types of machinery that I've gotten to. See, this is just a garbage. No, this is a road sweeping truck for all the dust being kicked up by this sewer project. Exactly. Breaking the peace of our lovely morning walk here. And they use water, see, and then off it goes. Marking terrain. Yes, what are we doing? I noticed that I say you know a lot. I have to listen to these back when I'm downloading them, and so I'm going to try not to do that as much, because it's sort of a, what does that actually mean? There goes a tractor. What has it got? A bunch of stuff in its bucket. You know. And you probably do know. That's the thing. So I don't have to keep saying it. Because anyone who makes their way to this, and I hope you'll join me as much as you can, I know your time is, well, it's a great gift. And so any of it that you might choose to spend with us is greatly appreciated. Yay, Murphy! And I think we'll just walk up as far as this shopping cart, which got a couple of them, but this one I managed to fill with all the garbage thrown over here. And then somebody the other day just took it, probably kids, and dumped everything that I had painstakingly put in it. He sort of took it farther up. This is a fairly steep little hill. There's a woman I'm writing about, an elderly woman, every day. She's got one of those, just a normal wheelchair. And she comes down this hill, like paddling with her feet like that, all the way down this rather steep hill. And when I first saw her doing this, and it's going to be brutal when it gets hotter, I wondered how she got back up. And now I don't have to wonder, because I've seen her walking her wheelchair cart up this hill, which, you know, from the bottom of Highway 62 up to the top here would be easily a half of a mile, where she's she seems to be walking better than I am, though, so that's something. But that's, and she's collecting, there, I said it again. She's collecting cans and bottles that people just throw out here, where the wind blows, and then going down and walking all the way down to where there's a recycler that pays money, and then going into the supermarket to cash that in. Because the back of her wheelchair, she's got tons of plastic bags. And so the garbage that I had picked up and put in that shopping cart has now been thrown here. This is what I mean. And these liquor bottles, there's a long story to this. I've been photographing them of all many shapes and sizes out here. Stuff like that. I have to get this. And this is see, Murphy's at the end of this. This is, you know, a kind of rough skate ramp made by the kids here. So we're going to get up high at the top and look over Nadaville. Come down. And this was great in the snow we just had. Up. And do a 360. There's always somebody moving out of Nadaville. In and out, in and out. Lots of military, lots of tourists. But my friend, he's never rented out his spaces. He's never finished off one of the unit. They're double duplex units. And, lots of frozenness here. Very, 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 very slow, which is a virtue in the desert on the one hand, but if you stop the movement and I would say the curiosity and the interested in new things thing, and oh, this is news, the big news of the day. There'd been a truck parked here for maybe 8 months, a pickup truck full of stuff like they had moved. And we just sat here, and it's gone. I saw them trying to jumpstart it, but there's still this blue car here. Came at around the same time. And it has been sitting here now. It has a flat tire for at least 8 months. Just sitting there. Okay, come on up. You don't want to do that. You see, this is the one thing you don't want. He's having trouble with one of his paws. For some reason, I can't find anything. Come on, off the road. You do not want to sit in the middle of the roads here. This is why you're on a leash. And I don't know what's going on with the paw, so we're going to have to check that out today. Us two limping along. But we're going to keep going. Alright, I'm going to do part 2 when I get back in. Make another coffee. Get on with the day, and I hope you all have a brilliant, creatively productive day today and every day.